This will be one of my shorter videos, but this is my Class 1 TRX Sport, and it was already very good, but I figured out what to do to make it even better with my other truck that I was building. And I figured out that the rear axle most often hangs up in this spot right here. There's a screw right here under the plate that is the primary one that hangs the axle up on obstacles like rocks and jagged edges, things like that. On dirt, sand, and mud, doesn't matter, you'll push right through it, but this will help tremendously when you start dealing with jagged rocks, because anything that can get up in here can stop the truck. Well, this is the primary area because this screw on a regular truck is out in the open all by itself. I'll show you that on a truck that I haven't modified. This is my TRAXXAS truck, and this is the screw I'm primarily talking about. This is the one that will hang up the axle on every obstacle that it can point itself at. So I have built a ramp that is a half circle from down here, comes up over the top. I've also rounded out the corner of this, I guess you could call it a third member. That's a sharp edge. It goes right from driveshaft the end yoke to a step and then onto the axle. But this right here is the primary thing I didn't like. I'm going to go back and show you one more time on my other truck what I did to solve that. So right here you can see there's no step. I have rounded that off, and now it goes right from the drive shaft end yoke straight up and over. So this can no longer catch on edges or jagged rocks, and the screw that I showed you over there is completely protected by this skid plate, and it also protects the inside of that link on the other side here. I did not do this side because this screw is so tight against the diff that the chances of that little thing catching rather than the axle just sliding up over this part is very small. And in the last video where you saw my silver truck out on the rocks, you saw that the rear axle did not get hung up on a single thing the entire time I was out there. But that is my tech tip of the day to keep the rear axle from hanging up. The stock skid plate just covers a bunch of stuff, and it really doesn't even take care of that very well. This one also does not give away any ground clearance whatsoever. So when you're looking at the back of the truck, you can't even see the plate that I made. So it really honestly gives up nothing to put that there. And it's one of the few places in RC where you can get something for nothing. Usually you have to give up something to get something somewhere else, but not here. This is perfect. That's it for today. Hope it helps. Talk to you later.